Welcome to Informed Investor. You might have seen that our broader markets have been experiencing a downturn. And amid this, all the market jitters, the Nifty Pharma index took a significant hit, tanking by nearly 3%. This was on the back of President Donald Trump's announcement regarding potential tariffs on the pharmaceutical imports. The situation raises critical questions about the future of Indian pharma companies, particularly given their significant reliance on the US market. Let's discuss these implications and the developments. Now, first things first, let's do a quick overview. India is the largest provider of generic drugs globally and is known for its affordable vaccines and generic medications. The Indian pharmaceutical industry is currently ranked third in production by volume and 14th largest by value. Generic drugs, over-the-counter medications, bulk drugs, vaccines, and contract research and manufacturing, biosimilars, and biologics are some of the major segments of the Indian pharma industry. And if you see the image, India's pharma market was valued at 65 billion at the end of 2024 and is projected to double and reach $130 billion by 2030. In terms of exports, India's exports of drugs and pharmaceuticals stood at $27.82 billion during FY24 and $14.42 billion so far up until September of fiscal year 25. And in terms of exports, India exports to more than 200 countries, with the United States as one of the key markets, accounting for almost 34% of the exports. Now, an interesting fact is that India is referred to as the pharmacy of the world, with over 650 USFDA approved manufacturing facilities in India. The strong infrastructure supports generic drugs, vaccines, biologics, making India a key global supplier of affordable medicines. Okay, now back to the story. On February 19, 2025, President Trump indicated that the US might impose tariffs of around 25% on pharmaceutical imports from countries like India, alongside similar tariffs on automobiles and semiconductor chips. This announcement sent shockwaves through the market, leading to significant declines in stock prices for major Indian pharma companies such as Zydus, Ajanta, Aurobindo Pharma, Dr. Reddy's, and several others, which saw drops as steep as 4% in intraday trading today. The proposed tariffs are particularly concerning for Indian pharmaceutical firms because they could severely impact profit margins and competitiveness in the US, which is the largest importer of Indian pharmaceuticals. However, Trump did not provide a timeline for implementing these duties, stating that he wanted to give drug and chip manufacturers enough time to set up US factories to avoid the tariffs. Now, currently, India imposes 10% duty on medicines imported from the US. Even if the Trump administration imposes a 10% tariff back on India's drug exports, it could erode earnings estimates for companies heavily reliant on US sales by up to 6.5% for the fiscal year 2026. Now, the potential imposition of these 25% tariffs poses several challenges for Indian pharmaceutical companies. A 25% tariff would likely increase costs for US consumers and healthcare providers, potentially leading to reduced demand for Indian-made drugs. Additionally, companies like Zydus, Aurobindo, Dr. Reddy's, Lupin, and Cipla are particularly vulnerable due to the significant exposure to the US markets. The combination of increased tariffs and existing price pressures from US pharmacy could further squeeze profit margins. The immediate reaction in stock prices reflects broader concerns about market stability and profitability within the sector. With many companies experiencing declines in the stock values, it is leading to a bearish sentiment for pharma companies. Now, adding to these challenges, several Indian pharmaceutical companies have recently faced scrutiny from the US Food and Drug Administration. On February 18, 2025, Piramal Pharma's Turbhe facility in Mumbai received 6 USFDA observations after a general GMP inspection. Primarily concerning procedural improvements, these observations are unrelated to data integrity. The company is addressing them, and this news led to a 3.5% drop in Piramal Pharma's shares. Next, Aurobindo Pharma shares declined significantly after its Yugia Steriles facility in Andhra Pradesh received 5 procedural USFDA observations following a pre-approval inspection. All these observations further led to selling pressure, as it indicates a need for improved manufacturing processes and compliance by the specified companies. Looking forward, the road ahead for India's pharmaceutical sector will depend significantly on how these tariffs discussions unfold and whether any diplomatic negotiations can mitigate potential impacts. Furthermore, the industry must address the US FDA's observations to ensure compliance and maintain its reputation as a reliable supplier of pharmaceuticals. While some pharma companies like Sun Pharma and Torrent Pharma could see minimal impact due to their low dependence on US generic sales, others remain cautious about the broader implications of these increased costs, reduced competitiveness, and regulatory challenges. Now, to conclude, while India's pharmaceutical industry has historically shown robust growth potential and adaptability, current geopolitical tensions and regulatory scrutiny pose significant risks that could reshape its landscape. As stakeholders navigate these challenges, a focus on innovation, regulatory compliance, and strategic market positioning will be crucial for sustaining growth in this vital sector amidst uncertain times. Having said that, this is me, Rahul Hassan, signing off. Have a great day and stay safe.
Investments in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.